Hey everybody, Mr. Noble here. I just went through the grade book. It's looking like we might be struggling with some work. So I thought I might take a few minutes to run through what are we supposed to be doing this week. And hopefully this will be an easier way for you to keep track of what are you supposed to be doing. So I'm going to run through this week, look at the first assignment and then the second assignment, and then offer my help to you in any way that I possibly can. So this week is week 4. We're looking at the Canvas page here. Every week, I hope you have figured out that the assignment 1 is about reading and vocabulary. And then assignment 2 is about grammar and writing. Assignment 1 will always have a short story in it, at least for this unit. And then assignment 2 will always have a paragraph. So this week, week 4, we are looking at the following. So objectives: find and name different types of point of view. So point of view is first person, like I, me, my; second person, you; or third person, he, she, they. So what is point of view? We're looking at that. Then we're looking at narrators, which is the person telling the story. And a narrator can be considered as reliable or unreliable. So we'll look at that. And then in response to a writing prompt, by the end of the week, you're going to make a claim, which means just to tell me your opinion, and then back it up using some examples from the text. And then we're going to practice new vocab and grammar as we go. So concepts, point of view. This should be review for you. There are 4 types of point of view. First, second, obviously, and then third is split into 2. Third person limited means that the narrator telling the story knows the thoughts of maybe one person, but not everybody. And then omniscient means all-knowing, which means that the third person narrator knows what everybody in the story is thinking and feeling. So they are all-knowing. It's important to know that many stories have more than one type. It could switch. And that the narrator always decides the point of view because they are the ones telling the story. I got a video here you could watch. It's another video here you could watch. Another reminder, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what point of view is, then go ahead and skip to the next slide. If you're still confused, maybe watch one of these videos here. Okay, the next thing we're looking at is narrator. So the narrator is obviously the person telling the story. The narrator can be a part of the story. So they could say, I see this happening. That would be first person. Or it could be third person when they say, the man walked into the room. That would be third person. So the narrator is telling the story. Perspective, point of view is first, second, or third. We say that a narrator can be reliable, meaning trustworthy. We trust them. We agree with what they're saying because it makes sense. Or unreliable, which means they may not be trustworthy. So if it was a 4-year-old, right, if my 4-year-old son was narrating a story, it would be unreliable because you can't trust what a 4-year-old says. If the person telling the story is knowledgeable and knows what's going on, then you could call them reliable. So one of our duties as a reader is to decide, is the person talking to me, can I trust them? Are they making good information? Are they using bad information? Can they be trusted? So that's the second part, narrator. I got a video here if you want to watch it. Very informative. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, then you could skip it. I got a definition, just talked about that. And if you're still confused, look through it. Okay, which brings us to the anchor text. So this week, you are reading a story called The Stolen Party, written by a woman named Liliana Hecker, talking about a kid who goes to a birthday party. So the first thing that you need to do after looking through the slide presentation is read the story. And you will find a link for the story right down here. I have it in English and in Spanish, if that would be easier for you. So after the slide presentation, read the story. I have links up here on the slide presentation as well. And then there's also an audiobook. I would recommend you listen as you read. But if you need to hear it read out loud to you, that's easier for you to understand. You've got a link right there. Which brings us to week 4, assignment 1. So after you've read the story, there are a few discussion questions that I would like you to respond to. And those are found right here, assignment 1, part 1. And then there is a little bit of vocabulary work. I've got 5 words for you here. Number 1 is pompously. 2 is starched. 3 is boisterous. 4 is immensely. And 5 is rummage. So I want you to go through after you've read the story, answered the questions, go through and then define the term, use it in a sentence, write a synonym, which means the same, or an antonym, meaning the word that means the opposite. And then I've reminded you those 5 words right here. So you're going to type up all of this into a Google document. Part 1, those 5 questions responses. Part 2, those 5 vocabulary words. You'll click up here. On yours, it'll say submit assignment. You'll click the button, and then you can copy and paste, put in your information, and send it away to me. And that is assignment number 1. Assignment number 2, really quickly, is over here. You're going to keep working with the same story, The Stolen Party. You're going to look for some examples of noun and verb phrases, and then you're going to write a paragraph. Same anchor text, same links. Same links over here. You're going to respond to the grammar questions and then the writing prompt. There's some review on grammar here if you don't remember what a verb or a noun phrase is. A couple slides. This lady here does a pretty good job explaining what's going on. Review this information if you need to. And then you'll go down here and answer these 4 questions. So find 2 examples of a noun phrase, find 2 examples of a verb phrase, 2 of your own and 2 of your own. That's part 1. And then the last part of the assignment for the week is to write 1 complete paragraph. All I'm asking for is 1 paragraph in which you consider the ways in which the author tells the story through the perspective of a young girl. So who tells the story? What do you know about her? Can we trust her? And then how would it be different if we weren't hearing her words? How would her mother maybe have told the story differently? Or the mother at the party, or another kid at the party? So look at the point of view, look at the narrator. So this week you've got 4 things to do. Assignment 1, part 1 is the discussion questions on the story. Assignment 1, part 2 is the vocabulary. Assignment 2, part 1 is the 4 grammar skills you're working with. And then the last assignment 2, part 2 is the paragraph. And this assignment you will type into a Google Doc, upload the information, and then you'll be done for the week. Hopefully this video helped you understand what you are supposed to be doing. Please, please, please let me know if you need help. I'm always in the office hours. I'm here to help, here to answer questions. I do not want you to struggle, and I know this is a struggle being at home trying to do English work. So please contact me in any way you can. Shoot me an email, call me on the phone. Let me know what I can do to help. Okay, thanks.